I can't forget that feeling, that moment when you know something is deeply wrong in your life, but you can't do anything about it. You just stand still, waiting for something bad to happen. It was that night when my car broke down right outside a black bar. It wasn't a bustling neighborhood. There were no bright lights or fancy stores. This was the kind of place most people would avoid. Definitely not a place for someone like me, a girl who had never stepped outside her comfort zone. I sat there in my stalled car, staring at the empty street. The streetlights stretched out like long fingers into the darkness, offering no sense of safety. A feeling of unease crept over me. Something threatening was out there, something I couldn't explain. All I could see was the shadow of the bar. The weak neon sign flickered like it was trying to warn me. This isn't a safe place. I didn't know what to do. My limbs felt numb. I was sure something was going to happen, something bad. No one was going to stop to help me here. I knew I was on my own. Then suddenly, I heard the bar door swing open. A man stepped out. He was big. Leather jacket, long hair, thick beard. His arms were covered in tattoos. The kind of man I would normally stay far away from. Honestly, someone I'd be afraid of. He looked over at me, and I looked back, heart pounding in my chest. He didn't speak right away. He just stood there, staring as if he was deciding whether to approach me or not. And then he walked over. Car trouble? He asked, his voice low, soft, and not at all threatening. I looked at him, still wrapped in disbelief and fear. But then I nodded. I couldn't even speak. And then something unexpected happened. He didn't just stand there and walk away, not at all. He called his friends, and 2 more men came out from the bar. All of them wearing leather, all of them looking like the kind of people you'd never want to meet in a dark alley. They walked over to my car. One had a flashlight, another carried a toolbox. For a moment, I just stood there, frozen, not understanding what was happening. "You just need a little boost," the man said calmly. "You'll be fine." He and his friends got to work. One popped the hood, another started tightening bolts. It all happened so fast, but I could feel the care in every movement. I sat in the car, motionless, tears streaming down my face. Not from fear, but from disbelief. These men, the ones I had always assumed were dangerous, the ones I had avoided all my life, were helping me. They didn't ask for money. They didn't expect anything in return. They just worked. They just helped. In that moment, something inside me shifted. The fear, the anxiety, the judgment I carried melted away. I realized I had been too quick to judge people by how they looked. I had let fear cloud my heart for far too long. When they were done, and my car finally roared back to life, one of the men turned to me and said, "Drive safe, all right?" He smiled like it was nothing. But those simple words made me cry even more. As I drove away, I was overwhelmed with emotion. I can't fully describe how I felt. It wasn't fear anymore. It was gratitude. It was transformation. A change in how I saw the world, how I saw people. I no longer looked at others with suspicion. I no longer saw only the bad that society had taught me to expect. I realized goodness can come from anywhere, even from the places you least expect. And then I understood something even deeper. We all carry prejudice inside us, but sometimes those very prejudices stop us from seeing the beauty, the kindness, the humanity in others. If this story touched you, don't just stay silent. Share it, because kindness should never be forgotten. Each of us can be the change this world needs, not through grand speeches, but through the smallest acts. So, how will you choose to change starting today? Remember this: sometimes the people you think are strangers are the very ones who will reach out and help you when you need it most. And that's the biggest message I want to leave you with. Don't ever judge a book by its cover, and don't ever judge a person by how they look.